Hello, Jennifer Tochi here. And she needs to turn down her TV. She does. You don't need to hear what's in the background. Ah, damn it. Ah, there we go. Okay. It's Thursday. So what does that make it? Oh, it makes it 80's Archives Day. And so I'm doing it today. Yes, Hobbs Horror thought it up. So I'm going to do it every Thursday. Yes, I am. And oddly enough, I had planned to do this movie because I just found the VHS copy of it at the thrift store, which made me very happy. So I was happy about it. And then comes a chat. I get on and there's GCap hosting it, and the Wacky World Lounge is his guest, Sterling, of course. And what do they talk about? But the movie I was going to talk about today. But I'm still going to talk about it. Yes, 1985's My Chauffeur. Yes. Great movie. One of my favorites in the 80's. It's not one of those, trashy, Linnea Quigley isn't in it. It's not a horror movie. It's just a fun movie. And Deborah Foreman is just a lovely girl. Yes, she is. You might know her from, Valley Girl with Nicolas Cage. It's like, oh my gosh, yes, Valley Girl. Damn, I would have picked Nicolas Cage over all those other girls, too. Those girls were annoying. Okay, but I'm talking about My Chauffeur. Yes, Deborah Foreman plays, excuse me, plays a girl who decides to become a chauffeur. And her boss is just a turd and gives her the worst people to drive around with. Yes, I love when she drives the band around. That's great. The toughest and least glamorous task. Yes. A notorious rock star. Ooh. And who else is in this? Yes. I know E.G. Marshall is in it. Penn and Teller make a little view in it. Sean McClory, Sam Jones, and Howard Hessman. Now, if you don't know who Sam Jones is, well, he's Flash Gordon. Yes. Except in this movie, he plays like an uptight businessman that you want to take the pole out of his butt and just a guy in the bad mood all the time. She gets to be his chauffeur, too. Excusez-moi, por favor. Yes. Made in 1985. I was making sure, because I saw at the bottom 1989. But that's when this cassette was made. Yes. I'm not going to tell you what happens at the end. What happens to poor Casey when Sam Jones, yes, who is playing the guy with the stick up his butt, just a workaholic guy. One night he gets drunk Yes. And something happens. But I'm not gonna tell you, but I bet if you know 80s movies, you know what's gonna happen. Look how cute Deborah Foreman is. Yes. I'm a Deborah Foreman fan, sorry. And she's just got the prettiest little grin, I will say. I will say that again. And if you have this around, it's in a lot of 80s movie collections. I have B Movie Blast that it's in, and what else is there? 100 Hours of 80s movies, yes. It's on there along with Hunk. Okay, yeah. But that's my review of this movie. It's not a horror. It's not a big sleazy movie. It's an 80s movie. So, like, wow. Yes, it's not like a sex comedy or anything. Like, sometimes you might see me talk about a little too much. It's just a fun movie, and I like it. And I'm glad I finally have the VHS as well as the DVD of it. I have to find a place in my 80s movies for it. So, goodbye. Farewell. Happy 80s Archives Day. And I hope everybody out there who is doing Wild Eye Week is having fun. I have no Wild Eye movies. I have reviewed all my Wild Eye movies. So I'm sorry I couldn't do that this week. So, farewell, goodbye.